All right, guys, we just got through bleeding the brakes. Guys, yes, manual bleed. Okay, yes, you most definitely should bleed the brakes manually. Okay, y'all know the traditional way of bleeding brakes, right? You get in there, ask somebody to pump up the pedal. Now, because this is a new caliper, I tend to have them start pumping as soon as they get in, and I just open this. And as you may see, a lot of bubbles and air pockets and fluid coming out. But guys, first thing first, make sure your reservoir is full. Some people make the mistake of not filling the reservoir first. All right, so now also keep in mind the right rear is the brake line that's farthest away from the master cylinder and the ABS system. Okay, so you tend to want to go there first, and that is this wheel, and this happened to be the one that have a new caliper and a new caliper on it. All right, so now after I manually bleed the brakes, there's a procedure on our scan tool. I don't know how y'all scan tools are set up that will allow you to bleed the ABS unit, the hydraulic unit, the brake system. It bleeds the whole system basically. But the only thing about it, guys, it only wants you to manually bleed the right side, right front and right rear. Okay, I don't know why. Maybe because, like I say, it's the farthest away from the master cylinder, but I'm following instructions. So in fact, I have some screenshots I want to show y'all. All right, after I go through all these preliminary procedure, it asks me to go to the front first. Now what they want the driver to do, or the guy inside the car, they want him to hold or press the brake pedal and just hold it, maintain pressure. Okay, so that's what he do. Now as soon as he press on the pump, the ABS unit will start running. Bzzz, you might feel a buzz at your feet. Bzzz, the pump is running, so I assume it's pushing that pressure throughout the system. All right, now again, he's supposed to maintain pressure on the brake pedal. Now, if I'm following instructions the way I'm supposed to, I am supposed to come up here to the right front first and open this bleeder valve. Okay, yes, fluid will shoot out. The ABS is performing some kind of test, some kind of function. Okay, then my instructions will lead me to close it. So I would merely close it, and then it would send me to the right rear, which is here. Now guys, let me repeat this. This is all after you have manually bled it first. All right, so now I'm at the right rear. All right, and also keep in mind the guy's supposed to maintain pressure on the brake pedal the whole time, the entire time you're bleeding it electronically through your scan tool. So I'm supposed to open that, and it's gonna spit out brake fluid. You're gonna hear the ABS motor running. Bzzz. It's gonna instruct me to close it. I'm gonna close it, and from there it will determine if it passed or failed. Okay guys, but the true test is on your test drive. Okay, forget all these scan tools and all this electrical guru stuff. Go and test drive the cars. All right, but guys, you guys do not understand how happy I am about being done with this car. I'm gonna tell you how I can suspect my problem is taken care of. Before, when I was bleeding the brakes, okay, keep in mind the bleeder valve was on the bottom end. All right, you can go back and look at the footage and see how this was set up. Before, when I was bleeding the brake, every time I asked him to hold it and I open this, now sure, fluid would spit out, but he never say that the pedal dropped. When I instruct somebody to help me with bleeding brakes, I want them to tell me holding, like I say 3 times and pump it. In the process of them holding them, I want them to say out loud that they're holding it. Now, when I hear that, I open it, of course fluid gonna come out. I want to also hear them say that the pedal dropped. Okay, that is a good sign when the pedal dropped. All right, before guys, I was not getting that alert. He was not telling me that the pedal dropped, even though fluid was coming out. It had something to do with physics, I don't know, but you know, we was backwards at that time. So, but now doing my manual bleed, when I ask him to 3 times and hold it and I open, he go yell out floor, insinuating that the pedal dropped to the floor when I open it. That could be a good sign. In fact, I was not hearing that before. And also you can see the caliper working. You can see every time he presses it 3 times, you can almost feel the caliper squeezing in on his rotor. And then you can also see the brake lines squinching up, insinuating somebody, there's some pressure in here. So those are good signs, guys, but do not lean on that alone. All right, yes, put the wheels on and top off your brake fluid. Always top off your brake fluid. Now I'm gonna go around here and clean up. Guys, you tend to make a mess when you're bleeding brakes. Some guys will put a rag right here. I'm gonna open it. I want to see how much. Some guys will use a clear line. I want to see the fluid coming out. I want to see. Sometimes that will result in a mess. I don't care. I want to see when I open it. I want to see it rain. I want to see a pressurized like a water hose. I want to see that. Insinuates that most of all the air pockets are out, and that's what you want in a hydraulic brake line system. All right, so I'm gonna brake clean all this up, try to clean all this up, guys. I try to protect the customer's exterior car, all right, at all costs. I try my best to maintain a professional standard. All right, so guys, it's safe to say I'm done. My brake bleeding process passed, all right, and the ABS portion passed also. Now, will your scan tool do that? I don't know, guys. Every scan tool do not have that option. Is it an option that's needed? Could be. I mean, why would it be there if it was irrelevant? Well, here you go, my knuckle from hell, guys. I heard somebody on YouTube ask me or mention. I didn't even answer the comment because, like I said, it's some sharp guys that watches these videos. The guy jumped right in. Well, okay, his question was, can you weld a bolt on here, a nut on here, and then just turn the bolt? Because that's a lot of stud left, guys. I admit, that is a lot of stud. Now, his thing was, can you just simply weld a bolt on here and use a torch to heat up this part? Keep in mind, guys, it's aluminum. Can you put a wrench on the nut and bag this out? I do not know. I am so glad somebody else jumped on that question too. It's two guys actually coming. One guy said that's a chance, possibility that can proceed, but what the other guy was saying was, because this is aluminum, there's a chance you may retract some threads and then it's ruined altogether because you're coming from inside out. That stud is broke all the way in there. But I couldn't answer it because I literally don't know. All right. Everything I've tried to retract out by way of welding with steel, like a cylinder head and a stud broken with cylinder head. I've never dealt with aluminum. I don't know. So, but thanks to the buddies that commented or recommented or answered, because I learned something on that. All right, so this is done. This brake car from hell is out, guys. That is all I have. Thanks for watching. New knuckle, comment, subscribe. I'm done, and I'll see y'all in the next video.